The Cooler Master Glacier 240L CPU cooler delivers the convenience of an all-in-one and the performance of a custom water cooler. Click now to learn more. Well, I guess if we do 2 videos about this, it's sort of a series. So here's our cool technology and gadgets and gizmos under $100, episode 2. We're gonna start with this guy right here. This is the most basic concept ever. A charging cable that you'll always have on you. They've got the ChargeKey in the shape of a key to go on your key chain, and the Charge Card, which unintuitively isn't a credit card, but rather a cable in the shape of a card to go on your wallet. They sent us the micro USB version of the ChargeKey, but either version is also available with a Lightning connector for Apple users. Their website, hellonomad.com, lets you order the product and has an FAQ with information ranging from very useful to completely laughable. Mixed in with, what speed do your cables charge at, are great bits like their 30-day no questions asked return policy and lifetime warranty against breakage that covers an unlimited number of bends due to the use of high-grade plastics. Which leads us finally to the price. It is a flat $25 for the ChargeKey or the Charge Card. For Android users, it's a bit of a tough sell, I think. At monoprice.com, I can get over 40 standard 1.5-foot USB micro cables for 25 bucks and put 5 of them in my car, 5 of them on my boat, etc., etc. But for some folks, the convenience of being able to wear it will be a selling factor. The Lightning cable is much more palatable to me because Apple users are already going to have to spend about $12 on a Lightning cable at somewhere like Monoprice. So for only about double the cost of a normal cable, you're getting the convenient one. Next up, we have the Pluggable USB to Gigabit Ethernet adapter. A USB to Ethernet adapter is something most people haven't really needed in the past, but with how much I hate wireless and the rapid disappearance of hardline networking from even devices like notebooks, it's becoming really hard for me to get by without one. I actually originally bought a Sabrent USB to Gigabit one that worked really well and is now providing the dual LAN connectivity I needed to turn my Aspire One netbook into a pfSense router, but since it was permanently tied up, I needed to go back and find a new one to use on my Ultrabook and NVIDIA Shield when I want a more reliable connection, and the Pluggable brand one appears to be the exact same thing. It works perfectly on my PC and installed driverlessly on my NVIDIA Shield, and it's $5 cheaper than the other one on Amazon. So it's 25 bucks, works on Windows, Mac, Chromebook, Linux, and some Android devices as well. Obviously, because it's USB 2, you're not getting full gigabit speeds, but it's faster than 10100 and has better compatibility than a USB 3 solution, so that's a trade-off that I was willing to make for this one. Our next item is the Titanium SmartFast MD1600L 16-bay nickel metal hydride battery charger, and this is something I wish I had had years ago. Compared to the basic chargers that you can get bundled with your Eneloop batteries, my favorite rechargeables by the way, they offer little graphical indicators of charge progress, more smart charging features to make the batteries last longer, the obviously higher battery capacity, and finally, a couple of little USB charging ports so you can go ahead and, chuck a phone or a portable battery bank on it to charge at the same time as all your other batteries. Each battery is on its own channel, so you don't have to populate 2 adjacent bays at once with identical batteries, and the charger can monitor the charge state of each bay individually. It charges either AA's or AAA batteries and comes with a wall wart as well as a, where is it? This one, haha, or a 12-volt car adapter so you can take it with you pretty much wherever. We actually took it with us to CES, although we weren't driving around there, but the point that you can travel with it still remains. The charger's only 50 bucks, and you can get started with the charger and 16 Eneloops to fill it up with for about $100 total. So stop wasting money on disposables and switch to Eneloops. They are absolutely awesome. Which leads us to our last and most expensive product today. I'm holding it upside down. This is the AirDoc. It's actually not quite shipping yet, but the Indiegogo campaign is ending soon, and they've got at least a few samples that they are finished enough with to send out to reviewers, so I spent some time with it. My sample came with a short windshield mount and a long, flexible windshield mount that has to be the sturdiest flex arm I've ever seen. I mean, it is tough to bend, and then once you've got it in position, it absolutely stays. Then the build quality continues to impress me with a solid feeling ball joint at the top that locks into the head where the phone or tablet can rest, and then I'd say, a reasonable suction cup. So it seemed cool already, and then it's stuck to it. And then I saw it includes Qi wireless charging with a micro USB plug on the side and an included micro USB cable that you can run down to your cigarette lighter or whatever else. And now it's got my attention, because when you consider that a decent car mount is 15 to 25 bucks and a Qi charging pad is $20 to $30, this is looking pretty competitive at that Indiegogo price of $63. Now throw in the kicker. The head uses magnets for phones with magnetic mounting plates inside them, combined with what AirDoc is calling, magic foam, which caused my eyes to almost roll out of their sockets, to achieve a very strong bond between your device and the dock without really putting any effort into it. But of course, I needed to see it to believe it. It only really works on smooth surfaces, so you'll want either a smooth-backed phone like the LG G2 that I have here, or a smooth case for your existing one, but man, when it works, it's really amazing. I mean, listen to the sound of the bond here. In their demo video, they even show it working with tablets. My HTC One kinda works without my pink matte case when its backing and the AirDoc are perfectly clean, so you can kinda, see you can get a little bit of a bond there. And the good news is that you can clean it with water and restore its stickiness as long as you're careful not to damage the electronics inside, but that's not something that I would trust with my phone day to day, so stick to the phones that AirDoc or your friends have validated. You can check out the phone compatibility list on the Indiegogo campaign linked below, with the where to buy links to all of this cool stuff also there. And they're also offering deals in their Indiegogo campaign on Qi charging cases for some devices that don't already support it. And I think you've got about 2 weeks left to get one at the pre-order price. Once the pre-order price goes away, I've yet to see how much they're going to be charging for it when it's back up to full pop. So you might want to check that out while the campaign is still running. So full disclosure, guys, these $100 or less gadget guides are much more like recommendations to buy than our other videos. So in the interest of making sure that you guys know what you're watching and what you're looking at, I want to make sure you understand where these gadgets all came from. The Eneloops and the charger that you saw were bought by me for business use here at Linus Media Group. The USB to Ethernet adapters, I actually bought 2 of them, there's another one around here somewhere, were bought by me for personal use. The prototype AirDoc was sent to me for free by the founder of AirDoc when I expressed interest in the campaign and asked for a sample. It's something I was about 50-50 about funding, even if I didn't get a sample of it, and now that I have my hands on it, it has met my expectations, so I quite like it. And then finally, the ChargeKey was sent to my editor, Edsel, who thought it was cool, and I agreed, so we didn't pay for that one, and particularly for the micro USB version, I don't think either of us would. But we both saw the utility of it and figured some people might be interested, so we figured we'd throw it into the video and show it to you guys. Speaking of interested, if this video was interesting to you and you want to make sure that we can keep making videos here at Linus Tech Tips, please check out our support link in the video description. There are easy ways that you can support us, like changing your Amazon bookmark to one with our affiliate code. Costs you nothing, but we get a small kickback when you buy stuff, all the way up to checking out the services of some of our partners and even contributing directly to us by becoming a supporter through the Linus Tech Tips forum. Anyway, that's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Like if you liked, dislike if you disliked the video, and comment to let us know which gadget you thought was best today. I'm going to create a thread on the forum where you can suggest future $100 or less gadgets that you think we should feature, so definitely check that out. Signing up for the forum is easier than ever. We've got support for Facebook, Twitter, and Steam logins now, so you don't even have to create an account in the traditional way. So head on over and join the discussion. Thanks for watching, guys.